Well, hours after former President Donald Trump sent an open letter to Governor Greg Abbott asking him to add an audit of the 2020 election to the special session call, we're getting a partial audit.
It happened fast. The Secretary of State's office announced it's already in the process of doing that partial audit of the election, the 2020 election, looking at the two largest Democratic counties in Texas and the two largest Republican counties. So, Ashley, let's talk about this for a second. What are your initial thoughts on this announcement?
Well, Brian, I have a lot of thoughts and, frankly, a lot of questions. Yes, the Secretary of State's office has the authority to audit whatever election it so chooses, but why do this in September of 2021? Are they just now auditing this last election? And after, mind you, the fight in the legislature over the Republican-backed election reform bill. Also, keep in mind, we don't have a Secretary of State. Ruth Hughes was not approved by the Senate. Some speculate this is because she said the election was secure in 2020, and the governor hasn't appointed a new Secretary of State. So who really authorized this audit? The release also states that the office anticipates the legislature will fund it. Anticipates. I got a lot of things I'd like to anticipate the legislature would fund. I submitted these questions to the office, but haven't heard back yet.
The financing is the part I can't wrap my brain around at this point, but that's, I guess, for another discussion. So former President Trump won Texas in 2020, and then Secretary Hughes said there was no evidence of widespread fraud, which you alluded to, but rather the election was smooth and secure. So at the end of the day, why even ask for this audit?
Brian, it's the million-dollar question. I think this is another attempt by the former president to continue this narrative that the election was stolen, something his opponents call the big lie, and something that has been proven to be false. But just being able to say that states are looking at their election results, doing audits, is fuel for his fire, regardless of the income, right? Or the outcome, rather. That happened in one such state.
That's right. Well, we're talking about Arizona. They did a very similar procedure there with an audit, came back today with the results, and said that not only did Joe Biden win that election, Donald Trump received less votes than he actually thought he had. So the audit, you don't know what's going to happen at the end of the day, Ashley, which is, I guess, where we're going to go from here when this is all finished in those three North Texas counties and then, of course, Harris County in Southeast Texas.
You know, I think the other thing that we can't count out is the fact that the former president has made it very clear that he intends to run for election again. And we know from his former campaign that Trump is an expert at creating buzz about himself, buzz about his campaign, getting people talking about him without necessarily having to spend those fundraising dollars.
It's going to be interesting to watch, and I'm sure you will be on top of it the entire way. Ashley, I always like hearing your opinion and your, not opinion, that wasn't an opinion, your thoughts on that. Thanks,
appreciate it, Brian.